Hey, how's it going, guys? What you're looking at here is the Arc'teryx Bora 62. Thank you to Young's Backpacking for hosting. Just going to show you some of the features for this bag, and hopefully it'll give you some more information for your own shopping choices. So let's get started. Starting with the suspension right here. You're going to notice that this has nice, well-padded shoulder straps. I love whatever material or foam material that Arc'teryx uses for their padding. It's just really nice and comfortable, really spongy. I prefer thinner shoulder straps, but for a bag with this type of volume, you're going to want a little bit extra cushioning for the suspension just to make things more comfortable. The same material is used here for the back panel, and they've added ridges here. Less for ventilation and more just for like bending, just so that the bag can bend towards the contour of your body. If you'll notice here, there's a slight arch here at the bottom, and then there's extra padding here for the lower lumbar, which I like a lot since I have a bad back. Same material is used for the waist belt, and it's quite substantial here. So a lot of cushioning and really good at directing the weight towards your hips instead of away from, and directs it away from your shoulders. It is a top-loading design, which means it's a big sack with a lid. Just looking at the top of the lid here, you'll notice there is a daisy chain in case you want to use it to loop other types of gear, and there is a access pocket here to allow you access to the main compartment of the lid. And right here, there's like a little lanyard in case you want to stick a keychain or flashlight or something, like a micro light. The lid itself is held in by two clasps. And the cool thing about this is, and this will make it easier for me to do this review, is you can undo the lid again by undoing these two clasps and separate the lid completely from the bag, and you can actually use this as a day bag. If I turn this underneath here, you can't see it, but underneath this little pocket area right here is a clasp with a loop. So then you can undo the clasp and use it as a shoulder strap, and then just hang this off your side like a shoulder bag, and this becomes a day bag. It's a nice little option there. So then you only have to worry about one backpack, but then when you get to your destination, you can use this as a day pack when you're doing small day-to-day adventures. So that's good. And it makes it easier for me to review the rest of the bag. Going towards the front, I like this. Undo this Velcro attachment right here. Unzip this guy. Then you have a quick access pocket that opens up fully, like so. You can use this to stash, say, a fleece, mid-layer, or even a helmet. And I like the fact that it opens like this, wide, to give you quick access, so you can stuff something that you need to get to in a hurry without having to lift up the lid of the main part of the bag and go into the main compartment. So that's a good option. I really like that. I'm just gonna do this up. If you look here on the sides, you have compression straps, one at the top, one at the bottom to tighten, and if you want, you can undo them with these clasps. I like that option. Or you can use it to store gear. You can loop something underneath the compression straps and then have it stowed away here on the elastic pocket you have at the bottom, and you have the same elastic pocket right here. So you can do the same thing. Really like that. Speaking of which, if I undo this compression strap, you'll notice right here there's a zipper, kind of to the side, a little bit low-key because it's hidden underneath this little flap. Open that. This allows me quick access to the main compartment, so then I don't even have to lift the lid. I can get to something in the main compartment just by going through the zipper. And I can either zip up, or I can move all the zippers to the top, and I can zip down, so you have the option of how you want it zipped up. So it's great. You have extra access. If I just open this up here, to access the main compartment, it's held in by one, a clasp, and in addition to that, this drawstring loop. As I open up the loop, you have the large main compartment. Would have liked a lighter color though, like a yellow or an orange, just so that gear will stand out. With a dark color, it's going to be a little bit harder to find your gear. You're going to need to break out like a flashlight sometimes at night, just because it is a dark color. So I turn it a little bit inside out just to give you more of a view. It's quite expansive, and a nice little thing right here. You see this little flap that comes out. It's secured and it's out of the way when you don't need it, but if I undo this little Velcro attachment right here and unroll it, what this actually is a hydration pouch bladder. So you can stick your hydration pouch in here, and then just have it hanging on the inside of the bag. And then the tube, let me just undo the lid, is fed here through this side area right here with a little hypalon protection. Now this only comes on from one side, so you only have the option of feeding the hydration tube from your right side. So I would have liked it available for left or right hand side, but this is hydration compatible, which is pretty interesting for a bag this size. With 62-liter capacity, most people don't bother with hydration, so it's a good option to have. But when it's not in use, you just roll it up and fasten it, and it's out of the way. Going on to the outside of the bag. Oh, by the way, for the quick access, the easy opening pocket, there is a drain hole here at the bottom. So if you're putting a wet item in here, it's going to slowly drain out the bottom right here. At the bottom of the bag, you have 2 straps held in by clasps right here. You can use this for quick attachment of gear, like say a sleeping bag, a sleeping mat, so that you don't have to waste any space on the main compartment of the bag. You can just have it looping here from the bottom, so that's great. And then last but not least, there's a zipper right here just above the side elastic pocket. If I undo this and it loops, sorry, I'm gonna have to undo this compression strap at the bottom. If you undo this zipper, access to the bottom compartment of this bag. Now basically this is one large compartment, but if you notice this white material right here, and it has all this bungee, if I grab this strap and tighten it like so, it tightens all this material. Then you have a separator between bottom and top compartment, so you can use the bottom compartment to put wet or dirty items, and then the top compartment will be separate. Now you have to really tighten this drawstring and then use this, bring this drawstring in a little bit just to make sure this is secure. Would have liked a zipper divider just so that it's a little bit easier to make this separation, but the drawstring does work. You're just gonna have to make sure that you're careful about tightening it up enough and then cinching it up with this little clasp right here. So closing this compartment, put these straps up. And last but not least, you have dual ice axe loops on either side with Velcro closures for security here at the top. So you can loop 2 ice axes here. So this would make a good, in addition to a trekking bag, you could use this as a cold weather bag, or just instead of ice axes, you could loop 2 trekking poles through here. So that's a good option. So grab a lid, stick it on top here. That's the Arc'teryx Bora 62 and some of the features. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, guys.